It had it there. Check, 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 check. How about now? Check. Yep. Never. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the THS Event Center, where we host tonight round one of the SCAC Boys 1A District Championship, live here exclusively on the THS Digital Media Network. Hello, everybody, once again. My name is Antonio Tony D. Dominguez, and we'd like to thank you from wherever you may be joining us. This is the one and only THS Digital Media Network. Tonight, round one, game one of this SCAC District Tournament. And what a contest we're going to have for you here tonight. Connell Eagles, number 3 team in the SCAC East, have a lot of work to do here against this tough top-finish team, finishing second in the SCAC West. Now Joshua Perez getting a handle and a hold of the ball here. Both teams looking to solidify themselves here this postseason, trying their very best here to continue on. And first point of the game. Blade Cascatello with the first points of this contest. It's a 3-pointer, so already the Wildcats down by a little bit. They're going to have to learn how to play with that. And ball will be thrown out of bounds there as Mespli tried to save it, trying to get it to Shane Rivera. Nothing happening just yet here offensively for the Wildcats. These are the opening minutes. You want to get settled into your rhythm. You want to find your identity. Either way, this is playoff basketball from here on out, so any team you face, no matter what their record, no matter how low of a seed they are, it's going to be tough going no matter what. Cascatalo swings it over. Kellen Reiner puts up a shot, couldn't get that one to go. Hansen with the rebound. And now back to Perez. Rivera can't finish the bucket. He's been struggling offensively here in the final few weeks of the regular season. That's one of those things that you might want to consider as this postseason goes along, is how tired and, you know, how capable is this, how fresh is this team essentially. There, as Shane Rivera misses again. That's not something you see too much from Rivera. And clearly, he needs to find his confidence again here as he's struggling early on in the opening minutes of this playoff contest. Most would expect that the Toppenish Wildcats are going to have a great percentage of winning this game. Only time will tell, obviously. Mespli assists underneath. Hansen with the putback, still fighting for it, and finally a foul called on the Eagles. So that's going to give a reset to the Wildcats. Once again trying, and now Mespli, he tries to get 3 to go. Empty bucket there. And a hand check foul going to be called on Mespli. The way this is looking right now, it looks like the Wildcats are a little bit uncomfortable with what's being presented in front of them defensively. And Shane Rivera, he may have his confidence shaken here early in the opening minutes of this contest. Let's hope he's able to recover. And Kay could not reel that one in. A pass from Kellen Reiner. So an empty possession there by the Connell Eagles. Something you don't want to see if you're the Connell Eagles. You don't want to come out with empty possessions like that. You got to take advantage when you have the confidence of these Wildcats right now. A little bit unstable. And Sheen and Joshua Perez there with the shot. Nothing yet. Season definitely a lot different than last season for the Wildcats. Three-pointer, no good there from Cascatalo again. Hansen up and under, and he's going to be fouled. And free throws coming up for him. It's one of those things the Wildcats are going to need from somebody on their bench. Shane Rivera and Josh Perez have been the main scorers for this team throughout the regular season. And now this is postseason. Shane Rivera struggling early here in the opening minutes. They're going to need somebody to step up and more than likely step up big here tonight. Luckily for either team, whoever ends up on the losing side, they're not out of this playoff tournament just yet. So we'll see how that comes into play here as the game continues on. Well, this team knows it. They don't have a lot to lose, so they're going to try everything they can. Might involve firing a lot of threes. And foul call there. Kellen Reiner trying to get to the hole. And Hansen going to be assessed with his first personal foul of the contest. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this game, of course, scheduled at 6 p.m. A little bit of a different starting time than normally for boys varsity basketball. And there, as the first free throw from Reiner is way off the mark. And a timeout being called by the Connell Eagles. 3-2, Connell Eagles lead early. Take a break. Be back. THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here. This free throw line. Free throw shots coming for Reiner. Second one is good, 1 out of 2. Here as Perez leading the charge. Now over to Mespley on the other side of the floor. Hansen tries his hand at a 3 off the mark. Landon Choi able to get the loose ball. And now Choi will have an opportunity here to continue to answer with some points. Clyde working underneath, puts up the shot and gets 2 to go. Cade Clyde, that is going to be one of the Connell Eagles' go-to weapons here, working the paint. Ball stolen away by Turner, Ryken Turner. Layup is up and good, and another timeout going to be called by the Wildcats. 3:18 remaining here in the first. They're down by 6, 8-2 early on. THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. Right back to action. Here is Joshua Perez. Just going to try to get this offense started. Only free throws so far, not a single field goal just yet. Hansen cutting middle of the lane, still nothing, and Cade Clyde able to get that rebound. Wildcats just haven't found anything. This Connell Eagle team doing a lot of good preparation to open up this contest. Clearly right now, not afraid of what's in front of them defensively. Choi, shot up, and look at that, finishing good. 2 points. Like that, an 8-point lead now for the Eagles. Joshua Perez takes a 3 off the back iron, and now Mespley trying to make a play defensively on the ball. Nothing there. Turner. Pescatalo working the other side. Now in the middle, Landon Choi to Clyde, and too many steps there from Choi. Getting a little too excited there on the open play in front of him. Two minutes remaining here in the opening quarter of this playoff contest. Round 1 of the SCAC Boys 1A District Tournament. Large substitution coming into the game. Isaiah Maldonado, Sanchez, and Cisneros. Look at that, Maldonado is driving on the sideline lane, fouled. And another reset coming for the Wildcats. Joshua Perez gets it to Maldonado. Cisneros. And now Perez, middle of the lane with nothing but traffic in front of him, and gets a bucket for himself here. that lead down to 6 early on here in the opening minutes. Clyde trying to save that, and that's going to be called out of bounds. That's Clyde trying to make a play on that. And then once again here, Tusi Sneddles. He's at Jason Sanchez. Now Maldonado thought about it. He's going to take it himself. Shot, Jason Sanchez. Rivera still can't get a bucket here. Reiner able to come out with the rebound. Cascatalo with the long three. Shane Rivera with the rebound. He's going to slow it down. Find his point guard, Joshua Perez. Back in between the circles to Maldonado. Joshua Perez contested three, and he's getting that one to go. This team now within 3, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Connell Eagles 10, Toppenish Wildcats 7. End of the first quarter. Be back, THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. Here is Isaiah Maldonado going to get us started again. Wildcats trying to make something happen offensively there. Sanchez with the shot, couldn't get that one to go. Wildcats have been able to respond now offensively. They're going to have to continue that. They're still down by 3. Turner working the low post. Can't finish the shot. Perez able to land the rebound. Find Isaiah Maldonado. He has an open look 3. He's going to take it. Can't get that one to go. That was a good open look there for Maldonado. By the way this game is going in its rhythm, it's going to be other players that are going to have open shots, open looks. They need to take those and take advantage of those situations. Shane Rivera with the ball in his hands. Now back to Maldonado. He's going to go up and gets 2 to go. Sam Maldonado, good player. When he has some confidence in him, he can be dangerous offensively. Joy, he's going to launch a 3 way off the mark, right into the hands of Perez. And now he's going to take another 3. Can't get anything to go. Defense in front of him. Shot is wild. Sanchez. There was Kellen Reiner trying to take advantage of the situation. Couldn't capitalize. Toppenish defense knew where they were at on the floor. They didn't need to worry too much. Sanchez at the very last minute trying to get a charge. And Perez able to get 2 to go. Other side, Cade, awkward 3. Couldn't get that one to go. Wildcats now up by 1. Rivera, jumper, still nothing. Here as Shane Rivera just has not been able to get anything to drop offensively here within the first couple of quarters. Going to take a break. Be back here at THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. And that ball intercepted by Perez. It's going to buy another offensive opportunity here for the Wildcats. Perez through traffic in the middle and almost with a three-point play opportunity. Free throws coming up for him nonetheless. Wildcats starting off slow. And we're down in the opening quarter. And first free throw by Perez is no good. Hopefully the Wildcats are able to find a rhythm here tonight. Otherwise, that free throw line is going to become ever so important as this game goes on. 1 out of 2 on that exchange. Joy, again, long ball, fighting for it, and ball will be deflected out of bounds off of the Wildcats. Joshua Perez there trying to make a play. Joy was looking for the big Cade Clyde. Maldonado trying his defensive assignment. Turner with the 3, and that one's going to go in. First point of this quarter for the Eagles. They take the lead back by 1. Maldonado over to see Sneddles. Rivera, Perez, jumper from the left corner. Gets 2 to go. So far, it's been the Josh Perez offensive show here. Rivera has yet to buy a bucket. And Turner left open. He misses that layup. Perez taking a look, and now see Sneddles. Take a look, and he is going to be fouled. So foul is going to be assessed on the Wildcats instead. Sanchez picks his first foul of the game. Wildcats with the 1-point lead, 14-13 here. And too many steps there by Jacob Davis. Possession right back to the Wildcats. Joshua Perez, top scorer for this Toppenish High School squad. 16-4 record in the regular season. Good enough to be second place in the SCAC West. That was Landon Choi giving Perez some trouble. Kellen Reiner is going to check in for Kate Clyde. Perez stops, spots up jumper, and good for 2. 3-point lead now for the Wildcats. Turner back to Choi. Long ball in again. Dangerous passes there. Landon Choi trying to find Blade Kescatalo. Myers, who checked in at break. And then Choi getting a deflection there. Josh Myers bounce pass over to Grayson Mespley. Josh Perez takes a deep 3, and that ball will be out of bounds. Blade Kescatalo trying to save that one. Fortunate, didn't come up with the possession they wanted. Perez to Hansen. Back to Rivera. Perez stuck there momentarily, and that ball stolen away. Miss on the layup, and ball comes right back into the hands of Hansen. Perez, after a couple of deflections, able to get back. Now Hansen open for the layup, and good for 2. Offensively right now, the Wildcats are still a little shaky. Even though they're up by 5, it's been a hard 5 to earn. And Cade Clyde, using his power and force down below in the low post, able to get 2, as he had the much smaller Jason Sanchez guarding him on that possession. Hansen now trying to take advantage. Look at that with the reverse layup. What a finish there from Hansen. He now has 6. And listen, right now, Jaden Hansen may be the next most confident in terms of their offensive capabilities here in this contest here tonight. Shane Rivera, again, scoreless so far. Ball will be stopped there after a foul. Grayson Mespley, he will pick up his 2nd. And first free throw is up and good by Cade Clyde. And Nick Cortez is going to check in for Grayson Mespley. Picked up his 2nd personal on that last play. Second free throw no good there by Clyde. But second chance opportunity there by Kescatalo. And now back to Reiner. Choi driving, can't finish. Ball out of bounds. Last touch there by Perez. Possession will remain with the Connell Eagles. 59.4 seconds remaining. This is going to be another low-scoring affair, it looks like, here tonight. Cade Clyde fouled first. And it's going to be another reset here for the Eagles once again. Gage Williams is going to check into the contest. Klein off the inbound, gets 2 to go. 7 points for Kate Clyde here in the first half. Myers finds Perez, last second jumper, couldn't get that one. Cortez able to regain possession. Another offensive look here for the Wildcats. And stoppage of play and a foul. Back on Ryken Turner. It's going to be his second personal. Jason Sanchez is going to check back in. Right now, there's only one starter out there, and that's Joshua Perez. Everybody else are reserves, but they're reserves that have gotten some good minutes this regular season. Let's see how they're able to contribute here in these closing seconds of the first half. Going around, ball out of bounds off of the hands of Jacob Davis. Wildcats were pushing their defensive aggressiveness on that last exchange, and looks like they're going to have discussion over at the scorer's table. So just a quick correction on the time on the clock. Shot clock's off. 4.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Only a 2-point lead here for the Wildcats. Joshua Perez stops in, a foul called before time expired. And Joshua Perez with an opportunity to end the first half with 3 looks at free throws. So Jacob Davis picks up a personal. And Perez with free throws coming his way, 3 of them in fact. And just by the way this game is going, you gotta happen to believe that every free throw counts. Second one also good. Third one up and coming here momentarily. Here is as this Connell Eagles squad has come out tough in the opening first half. And look at that, perfect from the free throw line there by Perez, and that's gonna be the end of the first half. Wildcats with a 5-point lead here in this number 2 versus number 3 seed game between the Toppenish Wildcats and the Connell Eagles. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and never miss out here on another THS Digital Media event. Remember, stay tuned. THS Digital Media, proud broadcasters here for this year's 1A SCAC District Championship games. We'll be back after this. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network halftime. Here as we're a minute or two away from the beginning of the second half. Wildcats with a 5-point lead over the Connell Eagles, 23-18. Let's take a look at first half scoring statistics first for the team that's leading right now. That's the Toppenish Wildcats. 15 points coming from Josh Perez, who leads all scorers here for the Wildcats. Right behind him, Jaden Hansen with 6. And Isaiah Maldonado with 2. And that's all the scoring that the Toppenish Wildcats have been able to muster here in the first half versus the Connell Eagles. On the other side for Connell, they were led by the 7 points from Cade Clyde. Playing low post here tonight. 5 from Ryken Turner, 3 from Blake Kescatalo, 2 from Landon Troy, and then 1 free throw from Kellen Reiner. Makes their total here at half at 18 points. Moments away here from starting the second half. Alongside the THS Digital Media Crew, I am Antonio Tony D. Dominguez. Moments away from starting this second half. Now, what have you seen here so far after the first half of play? What kind of adjustments do you see that need to be made out there?
First thing first, it's got to be getting Shane Rivera involved in this game. He's been a non-factor in the first half. And really having his scoring ability stopped in the first half has helped Connell keep this game close. As you know, right there, they close a margin of to 2 for the lead there. And well, really just finding the rhythm, finding their capability, because this is a very capable team of scoring lots of points. I've seen before in matchup between these two teams. Wildcats winning with a significant amount, and it might be just a little slow after that Zilla game. Something that really lost their hope. So, reviving the offensive power is the key to winning tonight.
And indeed, there as the Wildcats miss on their opening offensive possession. Cade Clyde there with the second attempted 3 of the second half by the Connell Eagles. They got the first one to go there by Ryken Turner to open up this first half. Wildcats looking to respond in kind.
Yeah, the Wildcats have done somewhat good after that very slow start in the first quarter when it's only amounted 4 points. As that's not what you want to see out of this team. And having someone emerge like Jaden Hansen has been a help in this second quarter. So seeing more of him in third quarter will definitely be a big rise for the Wildcats.
Shane Rivera still without a bucket here. There the Connell Eagles trying again. Clyde with his own miss again. This time Rivera able to get the rebound.
Yeah, Clyde's been a problem here for the Wildcats down low in the paint. Not giving him second chances will be a big thing here from the third quarter and beyond here for the Wildcats if they want to have a chance of winning this game.
Eagles shot no good from Kescatalo. Rivera keeps trying it, finally gets his first bucket of the contest. Something that you do not see from Shane Rivera very often, being held scoreless in the first half.
Yeah, Rivera getting his first basket here in about 6 minutes in the third quarter. Not something you see very often.
And Jaden Hansen there, oh no, and unfortunately a traveling violation called first. Looks like Jaden Hansen tried to get his second reverse layup of the contest to go in, but just too many steps there.
Yeah, there's just a slight mistake there by Hansen. Not what you want to see, but seeing him attack was great.
And a timeout taken by the Connell Eagles as they open up this second half with some scoring, but the Wildcats scoring in their own way as well. We're going to take a break. Be back here, THS Digital Media Network. Welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. After the timeout called by the Connell Eagles, Wildcats adjusting, that ball deflected, and Luna trying to make a play on it, but ball will be out of bounds.
And here in the third quarter, very unusual for Wildcats to, giving up opponents a chance here. Not what you want to see as a Wildcats slow start, and try to hold that upset here from the Eagles.
Joy in the corner, Cascatalo, three, no good. Ball out of bounds, and what's going to be called? It's going to be against the Wildcats, I believe. They're going to call that on Anson.
Yeah, a little disagreement there. As he was able to block out, get low on the defender, and the defender was the one that went over his back. So, questionable call there by the ref. As Hampton picks up his third. Something to watch in this game.
Isaiah Maldonado and Jason Sanchez checking back into the contest. Then look at that. Perez trying to make a play. Rivera there to clean up the mess on the other side. Oh, pass. Five for it. Rivera gets it. Oh, look at that. Great teamwork. A potato all around. And finally, Shane Rivera with another bucket here.
Yeah, there is Maldonado showing athletic abilities. Saving that ball and sliding across the whole court. They're very good, too, for the Wildcats.
Ball out of bounds. Who's it going to be last touched by? Looks like it was by Cade Clyde. So the Wildcats are able to get the ball back on offense. And now looking to make things work again on offense.
Yeah, especially now with Hampton was looking at second best scorer here tonight. Him with his 3 fouls. Having to see Shane wake up and being a threat here for offense.
And a good drive there by Isaiah Maldonado. One of the smaller men out there on the floor. He gets fouled and free throws coming his way.
Yeah, Maldonado, he's been a very good player out here tonight. Not many minutes in the season, but here come postseason, we expect more out of him, and he's really shown and been up to the task.
So first free throw coming up for Maldonado. You have to imagine, as close as this game has been, every free throw counts. And so far, the Wildcats doing their best. And perfect on that free throw exchange.
Yeah, Wildcats here tonight have been very great on making their free throws. Very crucial in this part of this game. As we saw close to end of the second quarter.
And a foul called there as the ball was deflected off of Cade Clyde. Shane Rivera reaching for the loose ball, but a foul going to be called first on Rivera. Oh, looks like, check that. Foul on Mespley. And Anthony Cisneros is going to check into the contest now.
Yeah, just a little bit of foul trouble here for some of the Wildcats. And having to see the reserves play a bigger role here in the third quarter.
Clyde able to cut to the basket and score 2.
Yeah, Clyde has been doing all night, just a threat in the paint, going through his defenders.
And a foul called after that rebound from Clyde. And Isaiah Maldonado picking up a personal.
And just another unnecessary foul there as they try to go for the rebounds. Just some unnecessary offensive fouls.
Turner scanning the floor, and that ball will be out of bounds after being touched by no one.
Yeah, and here with that, the Wildcats 6-point lead here. We want to increase the lead here, build some offensive momentum, bring out the best of their players, and finish out strong in the third quarter.
Shane Rivera over on the right corner. Cisneros to Sanchez, and Sanchez losing possession. Turner able to rip that ball away. Tight coverage down there in the low post. Now the Wildcats, they're only up by 6. Having to get back on defense. 3-point shot, no good there. Perez back into the game, driving down middle of the lane. He gets 2 to go.
And they're doing a great shot by Perez, showing his capability as a leader and leading his team when they most need it.
And now Cade Clyde receives an answer on the other side. And a timeout going to be called on the floor by the Wildcats. 6-point lead, 31-25. Wildcats leading over the Eagles. 2:58 remaining here in the third. Be back, THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. Here as we're gonna get back to action after the timeout called by the Wildcats. They're up by 6. This Connell Eagles squad not giving up any hope. Here in the first round of the 1A SCAC Boys Basketball District Tournament. Live here exclusively on the THS Digital Media Network.
Yeah, the Eagles with not much to lose. Looking to upset these Wildcats in the first round of the district's playoffs.
Foul going to be called against the Eagles on that one, I believe. Indeed it is. So Reichen Turner picking up his third personal with 2:38 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and here with that, you know, it's getting bandaged up also. So must be something with his right hand as well. And there's three personal fouls.
See Snaddles back over. Joshua Perez driving middle of the lane. Little runner from him and gets that one to go.
Yeah, Josh finding his rhythm here in the third quarter, attacking the paint and being able to finish all his floaters.
Joey, dangerous pass, ball loose, oh, right in the hands of Joshua Perez. Dribbling back over Jason Sanchez. Now Joshua Perez will stop. Where is he gonna go? Sanchez takes it himself, finds, oh, look at that, Anthony Snaddles cutting from the right side for his first bucket of the contest.
Very good there by the Wildcats. The ball movement, finding the open man, and just being able to finish after that turnover by the Connell Eagles.
Ball stolen away again there. Perez to Rivera, he's stopping and he's fouled, and free throws coming up for the first time here tonight for Shane Rivera.
And that hard take up and getting himself 2 shots here, getting himself involved in this match as he hasn't scored in the first half, but able to score in the second half thus far. Very important free throws here coming up for Rivera.
And now with an opportunity to at least tie here in terms of being the second leading scorer here tonight. And now the Connell Eagles are going to take a quick timeout. 1:43 remaining, third quarter, 36-25. Wildcats leading over the Eagles. Be back after this. And welcome back, THS Digital Media Network. Shane Rivera at the free throw line. Second one good. Perfect free throw exchange there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good right there. Perfect from the free throw line on the 2 attempts. Very good and a confidence booster.
Cade Clyde driving to the basket to himself. Gets another 2 to go.
Yeah, as Wildcats try to take a bigger lead here. Cade Clyde isn't, isn't gonna let the Wildcats do that and have himself some more baskets in the paint.
Sam Maldonado now with Anthony Cisneros assisting. Now Jason Sanchez working up against Kate Clyde. Tries to find Cisneros, and Maldonado able to save possession. Needing to go somewhere with it. Last second shot. Rivera, long jumper off the front iron, no good. And Turner with the rebound.
Yeah, here with the Eagles, under a minute left in the third quarter. Trying to finish out strong in the third quarter. Trying to keep it close. Something that they have that away from themselves, as Wildcats have a 10-point lead here.
Shot off, no good there by Turner. Fighting for extra possession. Sanchez able to grab it, takes it himself. Swings it out, corner, a three. Maldonado no good, and a foul called away from the ball. That one going to be on the Wildcats. Anthony Cisneros. 10-point lead here. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and here the Wildcats, important thing.
And too many steps again for Landon Joy. And an unexpected turnover there by the Eagles. This is going to put them in a tougher situation here before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, the Wildcats are looking here to run the clock, get the last shot, not get these Eagles another opportunity here, as the Wildcats have mounted themselves a 10-point lead here in the third quarter, finishing with 10 seconds.
So looking to end this quarter. Oh no, ball tipped by Turner. Redkin Turner is spinning around, and he's fouled to end the quarter. Free throws coming up here before we take break.
Yeah, and that's not what the Wildcats wanted. You know, a little mistake there, causing them to cause a foul, and even with the quarter ending, the Connell Eagles get 2 shots here, looking to make the game within 8.
And officially, a second personal foul for Isaiah Maldonado. And first free throw, no good.
Yes, you know, here the Wildcats being great from the free throw line, the Eagles not able to match that. Very tough for themselves.
Empty-handed Ryken Turner on those free throws, and that's the end of the third quarter. 10-point lead for the Wildcats, 37-27 over the Connell Eagles. Take a break, be back here on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. And welcome back here to THS Digital Media Network. Start of the fourth and final quarter here in round 1 of the 1A Boys SCAC District Championship Tournament. Turner almost had a steal. Maldonado able to get it back. Oh, and this ball deflected out of bounds. There as the Wildcats were in danger offensively. Something that the Wildcats are going to have to get better control of. Fourth and final quarter, you cannot have those type of mistakes, especially as close as this game is right now. Cortez. Over to Bespley. Finding some room. Rises up, jumper, no good. Kate Clyde. With the rebound, and now right back into the hands of the Connell Eagles. Block three, no good there by Cascatalo. And shot good there by the Eagles. Hansen underneath, gets the shot to go. Connell Eagles trying to match their speed. So far, it doesn't look like it's been too much trouble for them, but that could change at any moment. Can the Wildcat defense step up, get some turnovers, capitalize on some offensive looks? They need to close out this game. Kate Clyde getting a look down in the low post, able to capitalize there. 8-point lead. It still remains for the Wildcats. Perez, and he gets the and one. Talk about when you need a good play to happen, that's when you call up Joshua Perez. Had 2 men over him. Takes the shot, gets the foul. Now a chance for a 3-point play. Let's see what happens. And Choi gonna check back in for the Connell Eagles. Josh Perez setting up his and one opportunity. Can't make that one. The ball will be out of bounds. Last touched up by Rivera. Troy with Cortez, ball almost picked off there by Cortez. He had a read on that play. Couldn't get anything to happen. Got to be prepared against this fast and agile Coppenish team. They may not be that big, but guess what? They have a lot of heart and a lot of smarts. Look at that. Grayson Mespley with the steal. Corner 3, Rivera responds. Rivera's been quiet. Now with 9 points here in the second half as he was held scoreless. Joy to Clyde, Mespley gets it, and now Clyde finishing after collecting the ball. And 17 points for Kate Clyde, leading all scorers for the Connell Eagles. But this lead opening up for the Wildcats. Hansen, open, oh, it finishes again. We're talking about how we needed another Wildcat player to step up. Jaden Hansen has been that answer here in this contest. He now has himself 10 points. And especially on a night when Shane Rivera has been held to only 9 points. That's a good thing to see. Clyde again is fouled down in the low post. And Hansen is going to pick that one up. It's going to be his 4th personal foul. I mean, you take the good with the bad. He's giving you points, but in foul trouble right now with 4. Looks like coach is going to elect to leave Jaden Hansen out there with 4 personal fouls. Maybe the thinking is get as much scoring as you can from him before he fouls out. Don't break his rhythm. Leave him out there on the floor. Turner fighting for it. And a foul call. Let's see who this is going to be on. And that's going to be on Hansen, and he's going to foul out. That's unfortunate to see, and Hansen's night is done with 10 points. And the Wildcats now, either Shane Rivera is able to pick up from where he left off, able to get a 3 on the last possession, or otherwise this Wildcat team might have some struggling minutes in terms of getting the ball into the basket. Reich and Turner with the first free throw. That's up and good. Second one also good. Still remains an 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Here as Perez swinging over to the left side now, left corner low post. Sanchez can't capitalize. Rivera, Cortez, 3 off the mark. Turner being met with pressure, dribbling. Cascatalo. He's gonna stop, try to find somewhere to go. Choi. Wild shot, an offensive foul called on the Eagles. Landon Choi had a good idea of taking advantage of the situation, driving it himself. Unfortunately, Grayson Mespley, just knowing where that pressure was coming from, standing right in front of the offensive player and taking the charge head on. So possession right back to the Wildcats. Mespley thought about the three there momentarily. Now he's gonna have to take a dribble. Shane Rivera, who's had some troubles on the offensive side here tonight. Mespley cutting from the left side and finishing for two. That's Grayson Mespley's first bucket. And ball deflected out of bounds off of Cortez. Getting keyed in on Blade Kescatalo, and 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in this contest. Wildcats leading by 13 points, 48-35 over the Connell Eagles. We'll be back here, THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. Ryken Turner to inbound it. Able to bring the ball down. Pescatalo. Clyde. And gets another bucket to go. 19 points here tonight for Cade Clyde. Cuts that lead down to 11. Midway through the fourth and final quarter. Rivera finding an outlet over to Perez. Stuck over on the left side baseline. Sanchez able to regain control. He's blocked from behind, but Perez able to clean it up. Get two to go. 21 points here so far tonight for Joshua Perez. And almost had that one. Clyde loses it, but a foul called first. That was a great play by Grayson Mespley. He had an idea of where that ball was going to land. Just not able to get there in time. Maybe just half a step behind from picking that one off and buying the Wildcats another possession on the offensive side of the ball. But now Cade Clyde at the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Connell Eagles losing their last 3 contests of the regular season. And misses the second one, 1 out of 2. Ball stolen away by Choi. Can't finish at the rim, and Cortez with the shot at collecting the rebound. Can't reel it in. And Cisneros for the Wildcats is going to check back in. Grayson Mespley is going to take a seat real quick. He has 4 personal fouls. Landon Choi again. Turner. Long three. Gets it to go. Nine-point lead now for the Wildcats. Cisneros. He's going to drive in. Ball out. And reach and deflected again, and it's going to touch the backboard. So possession will remain with the Connell Eagles. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. You cannot let up right now. Last thing you want to do is be playing from behind, especially when there's not too much time remaining on the clock. Choi, ball deflected out of bounds and off of the hands of Kellen Reiner. That ball going to be given back to the Wildcats immediately. No foul called. And Perez is able to regain an offensive foul called against the Wildcats. And a technical also assessed. I'm not sure who exactly the technical has been assessed on just yet. Joshua Perez called originally for the offensive foul. This game is that close. You do not need to be giving the opposing team extra possessions. So Josh Perez also picking up a technical, and this isn't looking too good right now. That was just an interesting exchange. No foul was called originally when Choi was, he pretty much was right in front of him. First free throw, no good there by Lycan Turner. Second one still to come. And can't get anything to go. So the Connell Eagles once again struggling at the free throw line now. The Wildcats looking to make a defensive play. Choi. Ball in the middle, Clyde loose and gets 2 to go. 22 points here tonight for Cade Clyde, and only a 7-point lead now for the Wildcats. They're gonna need to go. Cisneros to Perez, able to regain, finds a little room and gets 2 to go. And now the Wildcats taking a timeout on the other end. 2:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 52-43. 9-point lead for the Wildcats. Be back after this. And welcome back to THS Digital Media Network. 9-point lead for the Wildcats as they are trying to close this one out. Turner, ball, right into the hands of Rivera. He's gonna go, what's gonna be called? Count it, and one. And Shane Rivera now with 11 points and the and one bucket coming. Cascatalo officially assessed this second personal. And Grayson Mespley makes his way back onto the floor. Shane Rivera in his first free throw, can't get that one to go. But another possession here for the Wildcats. This is where you got to take advantage of the time you have and the score. You don't need to force anything offensively. And look at that, Joshua Perez finding another look and extending this lead to 13 for the Wildcats. Ball on the ground. And too many steps again for Turner. .point lead. Minute 42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cortez finding Mespley. Right corner, Sanchez, Mespley, oh no! Trying to find Rivera, but Turner stealing that one away. Ryken Turner now with a chance, and he's going to get fouled, trying to finish at the rim. And Nick Cortez, he picks up a foul. And now Turner, another chance at some free throws. He's been at the free throw line 3 times here tonight, and finally his first made free throw of the contest. 1 out of 6 now for Ryken Turner, which at this point in the game is the difference between this game being a lot closer and perhaps even having a lead. Second one also good for Kescatalo. Perez working through, and finally a foul called on the floor. Kate Clyde picking one up.
Connell foul, charge number 23, Kate Clyde.
So the winner of this contest, dependent on the winner of the Wahluke, the #1 seed over on the east side of the SCAC conference. First free throw up there and good. Or it will be against the Natchez Valley Rangers, the #4 seed. So it's possible Wildcats may have another home game on Friday. We'll see what the results of those contests are going to be. Ball thrown too high. Cortez looking, finding Sanchez. Myers cutting through and got it. Joshua Myers with the basket, and now had a chance to complete a 3-point play. That was needed oh so much. Here, as we're close to the final minute of regulation, 1 minute remaining and a second, and free throw goes in. On the ground, Turner, no call. Kescatalo to Clyde, and Sanchez trying to steal it from behind the hands of Kate Clyde. And 45 seconds remaining, 14-point lead. And ball will be thrown out of bounds, intended for Ryken Turner. And the Wildcats now just looking to dribble out the ball. And substitutions coming in for the Connell Eagles, as Trey Price and Aaron Chase, along with Tyler Lee, are going to check in, looks like. Now the Wildcats sending in some substitutions as well, as Gage Williams, along with Isaiah Maldonado, going to check in. So right now, with 45 seconds remaining, it looks like the Connell Eagles will move on to the loser side of the bracket. Wildcats going to continue on. They're going to await the results of the Natchez Valley Wahluke game to figure out whether they're going to be traveling or hosting another contest. Williams takes a dribble, has to kick it back out. 20 seconds remaining. Myers, open look jumper. Can't get that one to go. Aaron Chase at the dribble. Hunter Vanderbeek. Tyler Lee. And that's going to be the end of this contest. Final score, 61-45. Wildcats needed all of that. They started off slow in the first half, something they did not want to see or experience. But guess what? Able to power through able to find the players and contributors on the squad and get them to perform at the level that they know they can perform at. Let's take a look at individual scoring statistics really quick. 3 points. And so it's been officially announced that the Wildcats will host another contest as the Natchez Valley Rangers, from the local PA announcer, officially declaring, or should I say, got the word that the Natchez Valley Rangers, the number 4 seed in the SCAC West, has defeated the number 1 seed from the SCAC East. So that will give the Wildcats a whole nother home game on Friday, and you bet we're going to bring that game to you live here and exclusively on the THS Digital Media Network. So back to scoring. 3 points from Josh Myers, 2 from Grayson Mespli. And let's count them up here. It's going to be 22, 23 points from Joshua Perez, 11 points from Shane Rivera, 2 points from Anthony Cisneros, 4 from Isaiah Maldonado, and 10 points from Jaden Hansen. 61 points here tonight offensively for the Wildcats. On the other side, 20 points from Cade Clyde after it's all said and done. Next leading scorer right behind him. 15 points from Ryken Turner, who missed some big opportunity free throws there in this contest. And he's the second leading scorer behind the 20 from Cade Clyde, followed by 3 from Blake Cascatalo, 2 from Landon Choi, and then 1 point, 1 free throw from Kellen Reiner leads to their total score of 45 points here tonight. Well, folks, that wraps up this contest. Next time we're going to be on air is going to be this coming Friday, as the Wildcats have officially had their opponent announced, as the Natchez Valley Rangers, the number 4 seed from the SCAC West, has been able to defeat the number 1 seed from the SCAC East. And so the Wildcats with an opportunity to host one more home game before the final day of tournament play coming up here in a little over a week and a half. Anyways, folks, girls are going to play. If you're going to travel to their side, their game coming up here in a couple of days. And then, of course, depending on the results of where every team ends up, well, we'll like to welcome you back here in a little over a week and a half on Saturday, championship day, loser out day for some teams. And we'll see what the results of that event is going to hold here on the THS Digital Media Network, official broadcaster of the 1A SCAC District Championship Tournament. All right then, folks, thank you for joining us here tonight. Final score, Wildcats with the win. The boys, 61 over the Connell Eagles, 45. My name is Antonio Tony D. Dominguez alongside the THS Digital Media crew. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Friday night here exclusively on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. Have a good night, God bless, and see you out there.